Well, Coach, no precipitation to speak of, but still a very chilly December day in Philly. Winter coats and hot chocolate abound here at Lincoln Financial Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Check. First down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 26-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Mike, 55. Right there.
Working from the gun. Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
46 down, man. 5-4.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Open man has got it. It's complete. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that.
Check tight. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Watch this.
From the gun on 3rd down. Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Hey, Steve, sit.
They'll run on 1st down. Bates. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. Over the middle, complete. That's Bates. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate.
Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd and 6. And a big loss here as he's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific act.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down the score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Throwing now is Wentz. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
3 bud. Switch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Run. 58, boy, 58, Mike. Ain't no such thing.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Flushed out right, and that is incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them, because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Dales. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Steeler first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm here all day.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time, at a Pittsburgh first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Hey, Haywood.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bates. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On second down, a run with Breida. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 22 yards there, a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down, now they lose it. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz is going to find his running back. It's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Now Wentz. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Howard. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And the Rams have opened it up to lead by a couple of touchdowns now. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're now watching. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Man, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10.
Mike, 58, right there. Here we go, D. Here I come.
Get him. Hey, exit.
58's Mike. Man, I got you. Man.
Here we go.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. I know he ain't got it.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
58's Mike. 58's Mike.
Wentz now on first down. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
From the gun, it's Wentz. This will be caught inside the 10. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And this one is right through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Mike. Watch 57.
They'll drop the throw. Throw left side complete. It's Bates. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 47-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. 20. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 2nd and 3. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Breida. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They run again with Breida. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
On 2nd down, it's Bates, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Back to throw here. Man open, it's Kopp. He's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The end result, 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back to throw. Complete to Washington. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
On 2nd down now. It's Bates. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield, and spilling everything.
This defense continues to be good on third down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should fourth down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
Back to the NFL scoreboard for a second, third quarter in Indy. And scoring yet again, the Colts extend that lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. On first down, they run with Howard. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. Well, a good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd and 12, Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Wentz. He's going to wind up in air, and that's caught inside the 30. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They go with Howard again. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So out comes the field goal team once more. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Here's Breida. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
57, Mike 57.
Hey, watch the leg.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That'll be caught by Kupp. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now back to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 3rd down, Bates. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
60 or.
Right there. Rip right.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And this was about as close to a shutout as you could get. I mean, barring a game where you only allow a safety, but this was the next best thing, just the field goal. That's all they gave up.
Yeah, and you know something, they're going to be disappointed because they gave up the field goal. But deep inside, somewhat satisfied as well, because you know how hard it is to keep people from scoring in this league. And the idea that you just gave up 3, yeah, your coaches will get on you. They'll say, we should have had the shutout. But they also will be pretty satisfied with that type of a performance.
So for Philadelphia, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.